Review of the Phanteks Glacier 1 CPU cooler compared to the Corsair capellix. Now I don't have the Corsair capellix here to show you, but I'm going to explain why I decided to go with the Phanteks of the Corsair capellix, even though I think you get more for your money with the Corsair system. So first off, let's talk about why someone might go with an AO cooler in the first place. It usually has to do with two reasons. One, aesthetics. They think the AO system looks pretty. Two, cooling ability. They think it cools well compared to some other things like an air-cooled system here. So let's talk about the Corsair unit compared to the Phanteks and what two things you get with it that the Phanteks doesn't have. Those two things are RGB fans and a commander core controlling unit. That commander core basically you put in the back of your system and you run all the wires of your fans to that unit and you control the RGB aspect and the speed. And basically with RGB you can use IQ software and you can have nice pretty colors with it. Now there's one caveat to that system. Basically you have to have the same fans with it. So if this was the Corsair unit, these would be ML fans. Now this is a Corsair case and these are SP fans. I wouldn't be able to control the RGB fans very well. The other thing with the unit, the Corsair unit, you get, as I mentioned, 3 ML fans. And those fans are ML 120s and they're RGB. And they also have a 0 RPM mode. So that's pretty nice. So basically if you're doing some Word document stuff, and you don't have to hear any fan noise. So this Phanteks fans spin at approximately 600 RPMs. I can hear them slightly with an open case here when I have the case closed. I don't really hear anything. But let me tell you why I went the Phanteks and why I felt like I had to send back the Corsair unit. It has to do with the pump head. And it has to do with the pump head technology. So the technology of the Corsair unit is a coolant system. And this Phanteks is an Acetec. What's the difference between the systems? Well, Corsair's coolant system runs approximately 2300 RPMs. This Phanteks Acetec system, which is version 7, runs approximately 850 to 900 RPMs, and there's a big difference in noise. So basically with the Corsair system, with the case closed, I can stand approximately 25 feet back, and I can hear it quite clearly. Okay, when I sit right next to the case, it's a constant whirring noise. Basically, I heard it described as a server type of noise. This is the Corsair. The Phanteks here, open case, I can barely hear it. Closed case, pretty much inaudible. And that's what made all the difference to me. I don't want to hear something whirring when I'm trying to work on a document, or maybe I'm just looking at the internet, or I just want to relax. I don't want to hear a constant humming noise in the background. And it was quite strong for me, especially if the case would be close to me, and it will be. Also, one thing with the Phanteks I like better is there's a 4 contact point with an AMD system here when you're installing your cooler. Theoretically, that's going to make better contact compared to the Corsair system, which uses a 2-point contact with an AMD type of system. And that's pretty much the main reasons why I went the Phanteks. It's the pump head noise, and as I mentioned, 2300 is the lowest the coolant technology with the Corsair capellix system will go down to. Even on the forums of the Corsair website, they talked about they can't lower it anymore. There's been a lot of questions about that. So, hope you enjoyed the review and hope you like the system here. Great.